Would you like to say hello to them?
Well, I would like to say hello. I was just saying that the Korean community in the city of Los Angeles is so critically important. It's one of the backbones of our economy, large businesses and small. Your commitment to your faith, your commitment to your family, community, hard work. I look forward to working hard for you and fighting for you every day, and I'm excited to have so many supporters in the Korean community, and I would ask you to all get out and vote, because your vote is your voice, and we can really turn this city around. And we don't want any more of the same. So we need some changes here.
Ever since October 1st, things are turning back. We saw 2 digits, we saw 1 digit, and then the last poll, it says tight. Mm-hmm. And you were actually leading within the error margin.
Right.
What is going on? What do you think is going on now? And what is going to be unfolded pretty soon?
Yeah, well, what's going on is my message is getting out there, and people are hearing it and liking it. It reflects what's happening in the city, and people are more focused on the election now. But, you know, homelessness continues to get worse, even though we're spending $1 billion a year. I've got a very good plan to solve the homeless problem, remove the encampments, give people a better life forward with compassion and dignity. And we still have terrible problems with crime, and crime is getting worse. And it's overly impacting, quite frankly, the Korean community and the AAPI community and our elders, right? Hate incidents, hate crime. Hate incidents are up 200%. So we've got to get the city turned in a different direction and get our communities safer, and people are hearing that message and responding to it.
A couple days ago, one of the local media, the big media, who is not supporting you, wrote an article with this columnist saying that you are earning the vote instead of buying them. Now I know the whole camp is paying attention to this Latino community. What is going on with that community, and what are you focusing on when you're talking to them?
Well, you know, I've been spending a lot of time also in the Korean community and every community around Los Angeles, including the Latino community. But I'm doing with the Latino community what I've been doing with the Korean community and the Filipino community and the Chinese community. Actually in their towns, walking the streets, meeting the residents, listening to what they have to say, and I hear them. I think one of the most common things I hear in every part of the city is that they don't feel heard. Well, I'm hearing people, and people are responding in the Korean community, in the Latino community. And I love that headline in the LA Times, I'm earning the vote, because I'm working very hard to get the vote. And it's with great sincerity that I'm doing it, because I want to serve and make this city better.
I remember we went down to one of the Chinese restaurants in downtown LA about a couple weeks ago, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you heard a lot from those community small business owners and the Chamber of Commerce people. What did they tell you? And what do you think is the biggest problem out of it?
What I'm hearing, the number one problem is homelessness, impacting their businesses, impacting their families. They can't open their doors, customers can't come in. I heard last night one of the businesses, a customer came out, was attacked. We have to stop this. We just have to change the course of this. And it's crime, you know, what's affecting them. There's no shortage of people that want to work hard and raise their family and have their slice of the American dream, but they feel beaten up and pushed back because the city's not cleaning up the streets.
Well, this morning, actually, your rival, Congresswoman, had a press conference this morning with the API members saying that you registered as a Democrat this January, and they're asking a lot of questions. Tell us about it. What do you think?
I'm a proud Democrat. I am a Democrat. They're absolutely right. I did register as a Democrat. But I've lived my whole life as being fiscally very responsible and conservative and socially liberal. And so I align with the democratic values and the hardworking men of Los Angeles and women.
You just mentioned this minorities out there, Latinos, Filipinos, Koreans, Chinese. Why do you think they are underserved? And if you get elected, what would you do the things differently for those minority communities out there?
City Hall doesn't reflect the number of people from the AAPI community or the Latino community in leadership positions. I'm talking about commissions in the mayor's office and the deputy chiefs, department heads. I firmly believe that good public service, the government looks like those that they're serving. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's my commitment to the Korean community, to the Filipino community, the Chinese community, the Japanese, the Latino community. I want this very diverse mix of leaders. We've got some of the smartest people in the world here in Los Angeles. I'm going to convince them to come into government, serve with me, and we're going to change the city.
I see. Congresswoman is famous in our current community a different way. She said that the burning liquor store in the South Central back in '92 was a miracle. She apologized, of course, and also she said all these liquor store owners in South Central LA, Korean American owners, think that the black might be thieves out there who is trying to steal something from their store. And also, she mentioned in one of the interviews saying the Korean owners doesn't feel like they need to learn English. Now, question is, what's your understanding of LA riot back in '92, and how would you understand that? And also, what's the homework that we have to take care of now?
Well, I remember the riot very well. All of us do. You know, we were trying to get my wife and I across town to get back home. Our kids were very young. Listen, I think what she said is very troubling. It's very disturbing. And she should answer the question from the Korean community. She should respond to the questions that Chang Lee has asked and sit down and just be honest and forthright. Leadership is accountability. Leadership is about judgment. And sit down and answer the questions. I think the Korean community deserves answers.
Now, I know your grandfather, if I'm not mistaken, came from
Grandfather
all the way here. And I know you share, most of your family members share this Bai culture.
Mm-hmm.
What is the core part of your Bai culture, whether it is food, language, thought process? What could you name it?
Well, you know, last night was a good example of it. We had our Sunday night family dinners, like so many people in Los Angeles have. There was about 25 of us, cousins, uncles, aunts. Wow. Our pastor joins us. And it's about the great food that we have, you know. It's we love our Italian food, but we love all kinds of food. It was about great conversation, great laughter, great teasing one another, having fun. Just listen, it's all about celebrating life, celebrating how grateful we are, celebrating how fortunate we are, thanking God for what we all have, our health, our safety, our family together. And it was the best way to kick off the next 7 or 8 days, was having everybody together.
This morning, one of the newspaper mentioned that you will end up paying or spending $100 million. What's your budget and what do we expect?
I'll tell you this, Los Angeles is worth fighting for. I love this city. It's given me everything. And it shows you the kind of mayor that I'm going to be. I'm going to be beholden to nobody other than the residents of Los Angeles. I don't have a special PAC in Washington. I'm not taking money from lobbyists. I just want to do good work for this city and make the city safer and more livable. And so I'm investing in it because I believe in it and I believe I can help.
LA mayor is just like me, is a salary man, right? We get compensation from city, we get compensation from our paper, right? You said you're getting just $1 a month.
$1 a year.
$1 a year.
Don't give me a raise yet. Make me earn it.
Now, question is, was that concurred by your wife and family members?
Everybody is all in. My son is sitting behind you. Everybody is all in. They're all supportive. We all love this city. There's a great new commercial out, you know, you should take a look at. That was a surprise to me, done by my kids for me. And I got to tell you, it took me to tears. It still takes me to tears. So, no, the Caruso family loves the city and we want to make it better. We have to hand it off to the next generation. We better do something. We can't keep doing what we're doing. We know we need to change. The question is, Who can bring the change? People want more of the same. Karen Bass is the perfect candidate. If people want change, they want a safer city, more livable city, I'm ready to go to work tomorrow.
They say you need a heavyweight endorsement, not compared to the Congresswoman who got the Biden's and Barack Obama's endorsement this morning. Are we expecting anything?
I have the endorsements I need. I have the endorsements of Angelenos all across the city. In the Korean community, the Latino community, the Filipino community, the Anglo community, the Black community. I want to be with and among the people. That's what's going to make change, right? The system is broken. The system is corrupt. Karen is part of that system. She can't fix it. She just can't, and it won't change with her as mayor.
Last thing, but not the least thing, obviously. City council, huge problem. Racial slur.
Yeah.
Why is it happening? How would you make sure that it's not going to happen again as a mayor?
It starts with leadership. It starts with how you conduct yourself. It starts with integrity, character, having no tolerance for any kind of hate speech, whether it's against the Latino community, the Black community, the Korean community. When you go there with that kind of speech that's vile, it's corrosive. It's corrosive to the community and to the soul and to the heart of the city. So as mayor, I will have zero tolerance. The strength of the city is the diversity of the city. And as the mayor, I'm going to be celebrating it and supporting it.
I think. Now to the camera,
Yeah.
to our constituents, Korean Americans out there, young, old, mid-aged.
Nope.
Why do they choose you over Congresswoman, please?
Well, to all the members of the Korean community, as was just said, young or old, in the middle, whatever age you are, I ask you for your support and your vote because we are at a critical time in the city of Los Angeles. There's a lot of trouble here. For the young community, your future's at risk. We have to reduce crime and we have to keep your family safe, but we also have to hand over a city to you that's more affordable, that's more livable, safer, and a city that actually you can raise your family and grow a business in. To the older community, you deserve respect. You deserve to feel safe when you go for a walk. You deserve to feel safe in your businesses, in your stores, in your restaurants, in your homes. And I promise you, I will make this city safer. We need to get the homeless off the streets and give them a better path forward with compassion, with dignity, with care. And I will do that. That's what my plan does. I'm going to work hard for you every day. I'm going to be beholden to nobody other than regular Angelenos. So God bless you, and I would love to have your vote, because your vote is your voice. Let's make a change.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much.